Loyihalarda qatnashib, O'zbekistonda juda katta pul miqdorlarini olib kelishgan.
Hozirgi kunda eng oldi dasturchilardan biri bo'lish mushkul vazifa. Shuning uchun ham qaysi dasturlash tilidan foydalanishingizdan qat'iy nazar algoritmlash eng asosiy o'rin egallaydi.
Full stack dasturchi degani ko'pchilik faqatgina veb-sayt yaratuvchilarni tushunadi. Full stack dasturchi o'zi aslida faqatgina veb-sayt emas, balki desktop, mobil ilova ishlab chiqaruvchilar ham full stack dasturchi sanaladi.
Kiberxavfsizlik kursimiz 3 ta bo'limdan iborat. Birinchi bo'limi Cisco xalqaro sertifikatini CCNA Security
Va bu robotlarning asosiy vazifalari insonlarga yordam berish va insonlar uchun xizmat qilish hisoblanadi.
Assalomu alaykum. Robotics Lab o'quv markazi qoshidagi Robot TV YouTube kanali kuzatuvchilari. Bizning navbatdagi ochiq dars. Har doimgidek boshida biz reklama roligimizni qo'yib oldik. Odamlar biroz yig'ilib olish uchun sekin-sekin tomosha qilmoqchi bo'lganlar kirishaveradi. Biz sekin boshlayveramiz. Kommentlarda aktiv bo'linglar. Eslatib o'tmoqchiman. Har doimgidek bizda kommentlarda aktiv bo'lganlar uchun voucherlarimiz bor, yana maxsus sovg'alarimiz bor. Sekin-sekin e'lon qilinib kelyapti. Qanday natijalar deyishlar mumkin. Bizda hammasi tayyor bo'lyapti. Natijalar video ko'rinishda shu YouTube kanalimizga joylashtirib borilmoqda. Savollarni ham olib ketishyapti o'quvchilar. Xo'p, 8 ta bo'ldi. Sekin boshlayveramiz. Bugungi mavzuyimizni hammamiz bilamiz, ya'ni reklamada ko'rgansizlar. Ya'ni dasturlashda ingliz tilining ahamiyati. O'zi ingliz tili ahamiyati qanaqa degan savollar hammada bo'lishi mumkin. Shu mavzu doirasida biz ustozimiz Madina Hamrayeva prezentatsiya tayyorlab kelganda shu mavzu bo'yicha. Assalomu alaykum Madina, yaxshimisiz?
Assalomu alaykum, va alaykum assalom, yaxshimisizlar? Ko'rishib turganimdan xursandman. Meni ismim Hamrayeva Madina va Robotics Lab o'quv markazida 4 yildan beri ish faoliyatimni olib boraman. O'quvchilarga ingliz tilidan ta'lim beraman. Bugungi mavzuyimiz dasturlashda ingliz tilining ahamiyati ekan. Ko'pchilik Robotics Labda o'qiydigan o'quvchilar va boshqa aynan IT sohasiga qiziqadigan o'quvchilarning yagona savoli ingliz tilini qanchalik bilishimiz kerak, o'zi ingliz tili kerakmi? Shunaqa savollarga bugun prezentatsiyamiz davomida javob berishga harakat qilamiz.
Bo'lsa, boshlashingiz mumkin.
Xo'p, avvalambor prezentatsiyamiz o'zbek va ingliz tilida bo'lib o'tadi. Boshida men sizlarga ingliz tilida prezentatsiyani tushuntirib beraman, ammo xavotir olmang. Ingliz tilini tushunmasangiz ham prezentatsiyamiz o'zbekchasi ekranda turadi. Agar tayyor bo'lsanglar, birgalikda boshlaymiz. Good evening everyone. Today we are going to talk about the importance of knowing English as a programmer or as a software developer. Okay, today's our plan is we are going to see some plans according to the presentation. The first one is what is the place of English in the world, position of the language, and the second one is going to be all the coding systems or coding are in English language. And the third one is, as a programmist, you have to learn English or it's not necessary. So we are going to look through some advantages of knowing English as your second language. And the last one is how you can learn English more faster and effective, very simple, in a very simple way. So, according to the first plan of our presentation, what is the position of English language in the worldwide? So, according to the scientists, 53 countries are in the official language is English, and also as a second language, there's 14 countries. English is their second language. And according to some calculations around the world, 400 million people are speaking in English as their native language. And also, according to the British Council, they have calculated in 2019, according to their survey, by the 2020, the 2 billion of students is going to learn English as their second language. And also, as I want to tell you very in a simple way that English is kind of start to be our usage of our every daily life, even if we don't pay attention. For example, scientists say that the English is the language of media. According to the survey, the everyday 565 million people are searching and getting information from the internet, and 52% of the information and the search of the information is going to be in English. So as you can see, very popular sites are, most of them are in English language. So if you want to take proper information or proper knowledge about something or something you're interested, you have to know English for the full information. And the next reason is knowing English helps you to travel easily wherever you want. For example, even in the China, Turkey, Uzbekistan, whatever the country you want to fly, the pictures is in English. The streets, name of the streets, the maps, the timetables are all in English. So even if you are from another country which doesn't speak English, you have to know the basic vocabulary, basic words if you don't want to kind of lost in some other countries. And so the next topic is I want to talk about why all the programs are in English. Why? As you start interested in the IT field or want to do some kind of develop some software or to be a programmist, there is like a coding system, algorithm, and they are all in English language. So what is the reason for that? And there is some calculation that according to the coding system, there is 8,500 coding languages and 2,400 according to the internet surveys are developed from the USA, the American in America. So and the 600 are from the UK, I mean Great Britain, and 160 from the Canada, and 75 of them developed in Australia. So as you can see, the most of the popular coding systems, coding languages developed the countries which they speak as their first or their second language in the English. So you have to know the English to write a proper code. And the next reason is in 2018 there's 23 million programs developed from all over the world, and it is predicted that when by 2023 it will be in 28 million programs. So the most of them, according to the internet surveys, 4.5 million of the programs developed in USA. And in the Silicon Valley, this is the place where located in the North California. It's a big place where most of the famous Google or YouTube are situated. So here is most of the programmers work and develop their software or new programs. And also, other 70% of employees are not from the USA. They're all around the world, but other in India or Korea, they also have their own programmers, and they do their program in English, even if they are not speaking in English. Let's see how this happened. Why is coding, or why our computer is in English? Why do we write in English, or why we have to know English? It begins back, and we have to look back to the history where it began. For example, the famous mathematic, philosophy, and inventor Charles Babbage. He is also known as a father of the computer, and he developed first computers in the 19th century. But the important fact is he is an Englishman. So while he is developing a new machine, new computer, he is putting all the words or all the basic words in English. As we know, the other and back in the history, the words were most in the Latin, and so it was not common around the people, so it was hard to understand the meaning of the words. So English was, on the other hand, more easy to understand, and also it was like in everyday usage, so you don't have to worry about the meaning of the words or worry about remembering the words which you don't know. So, and another very kind of interesting fact, Ada Lovelace, she was also the first programmist in the history. She developed the first program, and also she was very good at the math, and she worked in the Babbage firm and worked with the computers, and she was also in an English, and daughter of a famous writer, one of the famous writers, and Lord Byron, as we know from the literature. She was a daughter of the Lord Byron, and also she wrote a first algorithm, and it was kind of a very shocking news and the very shocking discovery to the entire universe. And however, she was also in English, and two legendary people did all those things, and because of them, because of their background as they English, so they start to make every word, every algorithm in English using the English words, because it's, as I said before, it's easy to understand, and it was very common around the people. And so, but however, I don't want to say that every word, like every language in coding system and every coding system is in an English language. I can't say that. There's other nations, other countries which are still developing new programs, and they use their own native language. We can say here's some of the examples. For example, Switzerland created the Pascal language, Denmark PHP, and Japan Ruby, and Brazil Lua, and Netherlands created the Python, and they are not in an English language, but they're still famous. So sometimes people say, no, every language, every coding language is in English. No, there's some exceptions, of course. However, most of the numbers show that the most famous coding language, however, develops in an English language. So now let's see what kind of advantages as the programmers you will get if you know the English. You know, nowadays it's very crucial as a IT programmer because you don't have much time to do other tasks because you're focused on one thing and you have to create it in a right way. And I know it's a lot of work. However, if you know English, it will help in different cases for your job and profession. Like, for example, first thing that I want to say, if you know the English, you don't have to worry about the simple errors while you are coding. For example, as I said, even if you're doing your program using the Uzbek words, however, you have to put some formula with the help of English words like if, name, or a main, kind of simple words. And if you don't write them in a correct way, your program won't show off and it shows like you did something wrong. And there's two types of errors, as you know, logical and syntaxes. The syntaxes errors are kind of errors that you make with writing wrong letter in your program. For example, here is a picture of the one program, and as you can see, there's a written one program, and there's a bunch of mistakes. And below of this picture, there's like the showing the errors where as I place it. For example, the first error is include. You see the number one and the hashtag include there's written, and it's incorrect because in the correct way it should be written as an include. Or the next thing is the names, not names but names. Or the main and main should be written. So as you can see, very simple mistakes could be very stressful while you're doing your work. If you know the English as a base of your second language, it will help you to avoid to making those kind of little mistakes. And what I want to say, the next thing is you will be able to promote your work all around the world. I mean, imagine if you're a programmist, you did some like big project and you show the people around you, or you show that to your nation, for example, yes? But if you want the project of yours will be known in the worldwide, how you are going to promote your work? You have to know English. If you know English, you can't explain to the people how it's going to work, what subjects of this work, or what this project will bring to the human beings, and etc., etc. So promoting your work is the key to your successful career. So knowing English helps you to show your work all around the world, and helps to communicate with other people, even if they don't, if they're not a native English speaker, but they know the English, they understand the English. So it will help you to just communicate with them through the English language. And the next opportunity you are going to get, if you know, again, English, you are going to, you are able to use like handouts or materials in the original version. As I said, a lot of students, a lot of software developers do their works in English language, and they write reviews about that, they write articles about that. So if you want to know what kind of things you have to do, first you have to see the other works. You have to learn through the examples. And the English is key. And if you know English, you can easily read those kind of things, those kind of scientific articles, books, materials, handouts, and you don't have to worry about translation. If you get the book, which is translated into native language, there could be some misunderstandings, you know. So it is better if you read everything in the original version. So the next thing is, the next benefit is, if you know this language, you will you can also exchange your ideas with the peers from another country, or you can just observe others' work, and you can you can communicate, you can ask questions. For example, there's like a bunch of sites. If you have any question, you can just write the question, and a lot of people all over the world are going to answer or going to give some comment on your question. So if you struggle with something, with your program or with your software, you can easily type in English and get so many comments and answers. But if you do it in Uzbek, it's like limited, you know. But in all around the world, imagine how many population live there, and most of them know English. So English is kind of opens the doors to communicate with other people with you in the same profession. So it's much more kind of effective way to learn more and to develop your software. And the next thing, the question of the day: how you could learn this language in a fast way, how you could learn that faster. So first of all, I want to just tell you that you have to know the overall English language, what kind of level, and it goes from the starter to the advanced level. As a language coach or as a teacher, we have to be in an advanced level. However, English is not your major. Your major is IT or programming, so you don't have to know English in advanced C1 level. You just have to know the basic English, and you have to be at least in a pre-intermediate level. If you are in an intermediate level, it would be much easier to you to understand even the complex sentences. So the best thing I would recommend to you, just take a test. There's a lot of tests online, or you may just go to the educational center or come to us and check your current English level. So first thing you have to do is know your current level. You may say, I learned English my entire life, or I learned English back in the school years, or whatever, but not. Language is kind of thing, if you don't use it every day, or if you don't repeat or revise the things you learn, it could also easily be forgotten. So you have to always use in your active life. So go and get the test and know your current level of English. So next thing is know your purpose. Focus on your goal. What do you want to do? Why you have to learn this language? Why do you need that? Once you have a purpose, goal, it means you are in a halfway. You're already in a halfway. So please know your purpose. Put a purpose. There's a SMART goal. Put a SMART goal, and then try to analyze what is your weak point. For example, what kind of struggles you do while you're learning the language? Maybe some of the students struggle with speaking and writing. Maybe others struggle with reading and comprehending texts, or whatever they read. So you have to know your weak points, and you have to work on that point. So the next thing is, we all know that we have to learn English. We all know what kind of materials are the best. However, we don't know how we have to learn that, how we're gonna learn, or how we're gonna supposed to do that. So the question how is the key. So try to find your method of learning this language. You have to find your own method, or if you can't find it, just create it. Some learners learn when they see it. So if you're that kind of visual learner, just go to the YouTube videos, go to the other kind of sites where you can watch the videos, online lessons, or kind of TV series. Or if you're kind of students which good at writing, and if you write and remember the things well, so you have to just open a diary and start to write it down wherever you learn in a day. So the just thing I want to tell you is just find your way of learning. Create your method or create your own path. So that's the key points. And the next thing is, there's like a bunch of recommended books for you if you're IT, if you're in the IT field. As I said, you have to be at least pre-intermediate level, and after that you may move on to the vocabulary based kind of learn the vocabulary based books through for example, there's like Oxford books related to the information technology and technology itself, or related to the computer and software. So the thing you have to do is just learn the vocabulary. English is language, so language is the way of communication. You have to be you need to communicate with others. You have to express your ideas through the words. So grammatical structures helps you to build the sentences, but there have to be the words. You have to know a lot of words. After you are like end of the pre-intermediate level, you may just move on and take this kind of books and learn the vocabulary that related to the IT technology and the computer. So the vocabulary is a key, and you also have to understand the scientific words. So please try to be very attentive while you're learning the words, because every word has all their specific meaning, and they may just come in different contexts, and you have to understand them. So this is the key points. And now I'm going to conclude all my thoughts in Uzbek language to be more clear for you guys. Xo'p, qadrli o'quvchilar, ingliz tilida prezentatsiya qildim, lekin uni ichida o'zbek tilidagi slaydlar ham ko'rinib turgan edi. Hozir sizlarga aytmoqchi bo'lgan xulosa qilib aytaman shu prezentatsiya davomida. Agar siz IT dasturlash bo'yicha, ya'ni o'sha soha bo'yicha o'qiyotgan bo'lsangiz yoki o'sha sohani o'rganmoqchi bo'lsangiz, albatta siz birinchi pog'onada ingliz tilini ham o'zingiz bilan birga o'rganib borishingiz kerak, aynan IT sohasi bilan birga. Chunki yuqorida aytib o'tganimdek, ITni asosiy tili, siz o'rganadigan tillar C++, Java tillari, bular hammasi ingliz tilida. Siz o'zbek tilida programma yaratishingiz mumkin, lekin o'sha programmangizni asosiy qismini ingliz tilida yozasiz, formulalarni. Hattoki oddiy so'zlarda adashsangiz ham sizga nima deydi, bu qanaqadir error, ya'ni xatolaringizni chiqarib berishi mumkin. Ya'ni oddiygina bitta so'zni bilmasangiz ham sizga qanaqadir qiyinchilik tug'dirishi mumkin. Bundan tashqari, siz ingliz tilini bilish orqali faqatgina nima deydi, kod yoza olaman yoki nimadir programma yarata olaman emas, balki siz o'sha tilni bilganingiz bilan boshqa nima deydi, dunyo bo'yicha boshqa insonlar bilan ham muloqot qilib, o'sha o'zingiz ishlayotgan programma ustida yoki loyihangiz ustida uni rivojlantirish imkoniyatiga ham ega bo'lasiz. Siz faqatgina oddiy bir O'zbekiston bilan cheklanib qolmoqchi bo'lmasangiz, o'z ishingizni dunyo miqyosigacha olib chiqmoqchi bo'lsangiz va barchaga o'shani nima deydi, ko'rsatib bermoqchi bo'lsangiz, ingliz tilini bilishingiz shart. Sababi bizni atrofimizdagi ma'lumotlar bilan birga nimadir ish yaratsak, cheklanib qolgan bo'lamiz. Atrofimizdan chiqib butun bir dunyo kabi fikrlaydigan bo'lsa, ya'ni global tarzda fikrlaydigan bo'lsa, biz ingliz tilini bilishimiz shart. Chunki boya aytganimdek, saytlarning asosiy qismi aynan ingliz tilida. Siz o'zbek tilida topa olmaydigan ma'lumotlarni ingliz tilida yozib ko'rsangiz, o'zbek tilidan ko'ra ancha ma'lumotlar kelib chiqadi. Va yana sizlarga aytmoqchi bo'lganim, agar siz ingliz tilini tezroq o'rganmoqchi bo'lsangiz, osonroq o'rganmoqchi bo'lsangiz, birinchi o'rinda maqsadingizni to'g'ri qo'yib oling. Oddiygina misol qilib aytganda, agar siz mana shu videoni ko'rayotgan bo'lsangiz, demak siz yo'lni deyarli yarmiga kelib qo'ydingiz. Muhimi birinchisi xohish, keyinisi o'shanga bo'lgan nima deydi, ilk qadam. Sizni ilk qadamingiz shu tilga qiziqishingiz bo'ldi va o'shanga o'rganishga bo'lgan xohish paydo bo'ldimi, demak siz ancha ishni qildingiz. Ana endi faqatgina o'sha motivatsiya, o'sha energiyani yo'qotmasligingiz kerak. Buning uchun siz o'zingizni metodingizni o'ylab toping. Ko'p o'quvchilar nimaga o'sha tilni o'rganishda qiynalishadi? Sababi ular boradi turli xil markazlarga yoki o'zlari o'rganishga harakat qilib ko'rishadi, lekin hech narsa go'yoki ular hech narsani tushunmayotgani yoki hech qanaqa bir natijani ko'rmayotgandek bo'ladi. Ammo unutmang, practice makes process, ya'ni harakatdan to'xtamasligimiz kerak. O'sha jarayonni o'zi ham bizga qanaqadir ma'noda bir nimalarni o'rgatadi. Ya'niki siz borgan joylarda siz o'zingizni uslubingizni topa olmagansiz va o'zingiz o'ylagansizki, yo'q, men hech narsani o'rgana olmayman, bu til men uchun emas deb o'ylaysiz. Yo'q, hammada tilni o'rganishga qobiliyat mavjud va faqatgina siz o'zingizni uslubingizni yaratib olishingiz kerak va o'zingizga mos qo'llanmalardan foydalanishingiz kerak. Va eng nima deydi, key point deydi, siz qiladigan yagona ish o'zingizni hozirgi darajangizni aniqlab oling va o'sha darajadan boshlab nimalar sizga yordam beradi. Agar siz ko'rib o'rganadigan o'quvchi bo'lsangiz, ko'proq video kontentlardan foydalaning. Agar siz ko'proq yozishga qobiliyatingiz yaxshiroq bo'lsa, unda biron bir qoidani o'rganishingiz bilan unga mos gaplar tuzing yoki kun davomida qiladigan ishlaringizni aynan ingliz tilida yozishni boshlang. Ya'ni o'zingizni metodingizni toping, agar topa olmasangiz o'sha metodni o'zingiz yarating. Xo'p, va yana bitta oxirgi aytadigan narsam, ko'p o'quvchilar bu tilni juda bir qiyin narsa, o'rganish impossible deb tuyuladi, ya'ni imkonsiz deb o'ylashadi. Aslida bu tilga oddiy qaranglar. Ya'ni o'zbek tilini ham tasavvur qilinglar, misol uchun hozirgacha ham nima deydi, zo'r qilib, ya'ni butun bir adabiy tilda to'liq gaplasha olmaymiz. Ammo biz har kuni uni ishlatib, har kuni yangi bir narsalarni o'rganib boramiz. Ingliz tilini ham oson qarash kerak. U qanaqadir qiyin narsa emas. Faqatgina birinchi bosqichdan o'tib olish kerak, boshlash kerak ishni. Bir boshladingizmi va o'shani oxirigacha yetkazmasdan tashlab yubormaslik kerak. Sizlarga aytmoqchi bo'lgan ma'lumotlarim hozircha shular edi.
Rahmat kattakon, juda qiziqarli ma'lumotlar berdingiz. Menimcha kuzatuvchilarga ham ancha foydali informatsiyalar bo'ldi. Bizda hozir qisqagina reklamli videomiz bor, aynan shu til kursi uchun, ingliz tili uchun. Undan keyin savol-javob qismiga o'tamiz. Agarda kimlarda savollar bo'lsa, savol-javoblarga qatnashing, savollar bering. Ya'ni ingliz tiliga oid bo'ladimi, dasturlashni ingliz tiliga o'rganishga oid bo'ladimi? Qo'ldan kelgancha Madina javob beradi. Hozir
siz nima uchun ingliz tilini o'rganishingiz kerak? Assalomu alaykum. Mening ismim Hamrayeva Madina va men Robotics Lab o'quv markazida 4 yildan beri dars beraman. Ana endi ijozatingiz bilan sizga ikkinchi savolni bersam. Nima uchun siz aynan ingliz tilini biz bilan Robotics Labda o'rganishingiz kerak? Bizani bilasiz, Robotics Lab o'quv markazi asosan dasturlashga qaratilgan markaz hisoblanadi va shundan kelib chiqqan holda ko'plab programmistlarga ish topib berish, ya'ni chet el kompaniyalarda ishlash imkoniyatini beruvchi job intervyularga ham tayyorlaymiz. Albatta, intervyular ingliz tilida bo'ladi. Shu uchun biz sizga ingliz tili tomonidan yordam beramiz va jamoamiz orqali sizni aynan shunday kasb intervyulariga tayyorlaymiz. Bunda kutilayotgan savollarga oldindan javoblarni tuzish, qanday qilib o'zingizni tutish kerakligi va eng asosiysi qaysi so'zlardan unumli foydalanish kerakligini o'rgatamiz. Biz sizga shunday bir taklifni beramizki, bunaqa taklifni ishonavering, hali hech qayerda eshitmagansiz. Ya'ni biz ingliz tilidagi barcha til ko'nikmalarini listening, speaking, writing, readingni birgalikda umumlashtirgan holatda olib boramiz. Bu nima degani? Darslarimiz haftada 3 kun, 1,5 soatdan bo'lib, bir kun grammatika, unda biz yozish strukturasini, gap tuzishni o'rganamiz. Bir marta speaking hamda listening. Speakingda berilgan savollarga javob berish, muloqot o'rnatish hamda listeningda tinglab tushunishni o'rganamiz. Va 3-kunda readingda kerak bo'ladigan so'zlarni hamda tarjimalarni ko'rib chiqamiz. Bu sizga best bestseller asarlarni, ya'ni ingliz tilida original versionda o'qish imkoniyatini beradi. The last thing I want to tell you guys, if you're really interested in learning English, what are you waiting for? Just go to the description box and click the link, fill out the form, and you can take 20% of discount. So, see you!
Hammaga rahmat. Ko'rib oldik video roligimizni ham. Bu yerda endi oxirida o'qishga ulgurgan bo'lsanglar, aynan chegirma haqida gapirilgandi. Shu onlayn ochiq darsimizni ko'rganlar uchun ham agar ochiq darsni ko'rganim degan murojaat bilan chiqilsa, ularga maxsus chegirma beramiz. Savol-javob qismida birozgina savollar yo'q hozir bu yerda, lekin aynan kurs bo'yicha savol bor ekan. Ya'ni Sirojiddin Bazarov, assalomu alaykum, butun jamoaga rejada ingliz tilini onlayn kurs ochish ham bormi degan. Ya'ni onlayn kurs bo'ladimi ingliz tili bo'yicha?
Hozirgi kunda aynan shuni ustida ish olib boryapmiz. Xudo xohlasa yaqin kunlarda bu bo'yicha ham e'lon beramiz. Albatta, mana shu pandemiya vaqtida ko'p narsalar onlayn rejimga o'tgandi. Ayniqsa ta'lim sohasi ham bu nimadan qolib ketmadi. Aynan ingliz tilini onlayn o'rganish sizga ko'p jihatdan foydaliroq va osonroq bo'ladi. Ya'ni siz istalgan paytda o'sha onlayn darsda ishtirok etib, berilgan vazifalarni xohlagan joyda turib ham bajarsangiz bo'ladi. Xudo xohlasa yaqin kunlarda bu haqda kanalda e'lon joylaymiz.
Tushunarli. Bu yerda endi salom berishgan va iliq fikrlarni ham yozishgan. Ularni ham chiqarib qo'yaylik efirga. Chunki haqiqatan yaxshi informatsiyalar bo'ldi. Tushungan odam uchun qiziqarli bo'ldi. Haqiqatan ham ular birinchi qadamni qo'yib, aynan shu videoni ko'rishgacha yetib kelishdi. Endi bu yerda hammasi gapirilgan, oh my god deyapti. Mayli, agarda kundan savollar tug'ilib qolsa, kommentariyaga qoldirsanglar, bu hozir vaqtimiz ham yarim soatdan oshib ketdi. Shuning uchun ochiq darsimiz menimcha juda ham yaxshi bo'ldiki, o'zi ikki xil holatda savol bo'lmaydi. Juda zo'r tushunsa savol bo'lmaydi yoki umuman tushunmasa savol bo'lmaydi. Shuning uchun menimcha hammasi hammaga tushunarli bo'ldi. Ochiq darsga qatnashganlar uchun topshirgan hammaga rahmat. Madina, sizga ham rahmat. Juda ham qiziqarli bo'ldi. Bu zapis albatta bu zapis saqlanib qoladi. Shuning uchun bu yerda saqlangan videolarda ko'rib bemalol informatsiya olishingiz mumkin va ma'lumot uchun sizlarga hozirda prezentatsiya ishlatilgan prezentatsiyani Telegram kanaliga yuklaymiz, chunki yaxshi informatsiyalar bo'ldi. Bu informatsiyalarda menimcha boshqalarga foydasi tegishi mumkin, ya'ni ingliz tilida bo'lgani uchun. Hammaga rahmat. Sog' bo'linglar, aktiv qatnashinglar. Rahmat sizga. Hozir aktiv qatnashsizlar, ya'ni bu zapis tugagandan keyin video ostidagi kommentariyalarga o'zingizlar kommentariyalar qoldirib qo'yinglar, savollar qoldiringlar. Eng yaxshi savollarga. Endi bilmadim bu to'g'risida qanaqa savol bo'lishi mumkin, lekin agar mabodo savollar bo'lsa, bu yerga alohida video shaklida ham ustozimiz, ya'ni har bitta ustoz alohida javob berib chiqyapti. Bundan oldingi ochiq darslardan ham. Va yangi sifatida bir narsa aytib ketmoqchiman. Ertaga logistika bo'yicha ochiq darsimiz bo'ladi. Bu biz sohaga nima deydi, bir tomondan unchalik ham aloqasi yo'q, lekin Robotics Labda yangilik logistika bo'yicha katta mutaxassis tomonidan ochiq darsimiz bo'lib o'tadi. Shuning uchun ertangi ochiq darsga ham tashrif buyuringlar. Aynan shu kanalni o'zida podpiska qoldirsanglar, yangiliklar kelib turadi ochiq dars bo'lishi haqida. Logistika bo'yicha bo'ladi. Bemalol O'zbekistonda turib Amerikada ishni qilsanglar bo'ladi va oyiga bemalol 4000-2000 dollargacha topish mumkin. Даже undan ham ko'proq. Ishni zakaz qilishga qarab. Xo'p, rahmat hammaga. Sog' bo'ling, keyingi onlayn ochiq darslarda ko'rishguncha salomat bo'linglar.